Hello, everyone. How are you? Good morning. Good Friday morning. Can everyone see and hear me okay? Okay. Can you guys see and hear me okay? It's so good to see so many people here. I am. All right. Are we back? I think we're back. Okay. I'm hitting too many buttons and there's too many wires. I have to use my old school mic because my new one, I can't do dual screens and I can't fit everything in my MacBook. Sound is still gone? Is it back? Back? Okay, thank you. All right. So to reiterate, this is my give back to the community. I am no expert. I'm only speaking about my experience and what I can share with you all. And if someone can grab a nugget of information, somebody could get a little more motivated. If somebody can find some inspiration, then I've done my job. Okay. So let's check to see who's all in the chat. You all are awesome. This is a subscriber only live stream. It's subscriber only. This is for people that have subscribed to my channel. Once the live stream ends, it's going to go out to the masses. Okay. But for now, it's just subs and the creator, which is kind of cool. All right. Let's see. Book Hermit is here. Ven's here. William's here. Beyond Books. Book Chat with Pat. Ven. Christopher is here. Erie's here. Greg is here. Victoria, hello. Al is here. And we went through all of the, can you hear me? Can you see me? Is there anyone out there? We did all that already. Jenny. Okay. All right. I'm not going to touch anything. I'm really not going to touch anything. Hi, Hannah. How are you? It's great to see you. Happy Friday. So yeah, so I have a huge weekend for myself. And I said, why not do a series of lives? So this one, I'm going to pull my screen over. If anything goes with the volume, let me know, guys. Episode 1 of this series is Know Your Why. Okay. For anyone that wants to start a channel that maybe, looking for, maybe they never asked that question. They just started a channel, right? So it's kind of to do an introspective deep dive. We're getting a little philosophical here. And we really just want to, get to the nitty gritty, because knowing your why is going to help fuel your channel, if that makes sense. Okay. All right. Does anybody have any questions before we get started? We're going to have a huge Q&A session at the end, but if there's any specific questions, we can. Yes, friendly bullying is totally acceptable as long as it's friendly. Boss, what's going on? It's great to see you. So yeah, so yesterday I was online and I wanted to mess around with the YouTube live stream platform, and it was fine, but it didn't really give me the power to highlight comments, and that's really what I love. So I'm over here on StreamYard again, and we're just going to go with the flow. It's going to be easy. I probably have like a 10-minute presentation. We're going to be fielding questions in between, and then we'll end up with a Q&A. All right. Yes, only if you're in your T-Rex costume. That was so cute. Hello, Diane. How are you? Happy Friday. I want the Triceratops one next. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to pull my other screen over so you guys have a visual, okay? All right, so this is the BookTube BootCamp, Know Your Why. And I hope I can do this okay. There we go. All right, so the first thing is, what's your reason for having a channel, right? A lot of creators will come on here and say, I don't have anyone to talk books with. I don't have any bookish friends. No one in my family reads. My friends don't read. So a lot of us are drawn to that because we want to have that sense of community. We want to have that sense of communication. We want to have that feeling of belonging, right? Because let's face it, most of us are introverts. Most of us are introverts. I am the biggest introvert. Believe it or not, I am a big introvert. But you take me out of my element. This is my element. You take me out of it, I shut down. I turn back in. I turn inward more. So this is my extrovert personality, if that makes sense. So reasoning number one, a lot of people join. I have no friends, so I join BookTube. The BookTube newbie tag will say, I'm lonely, so I join BookTube. I'm sad, so I join BookTube. Number two, personal growth and confidence. The artificial byproduct of having a channel is the byproduct. You become more confident in yourself and you grow as an individual. You're more comfortable with public speaking. You're more comfortable with engaging with strangers about, if you're at a bookstore or something like that, and kicking up a conversation about books. And also there's peer pressure. But the personal growth and confidence, it's a wonderful byproduct of having a channel. And some people, the reason why they start the channel is to express that. And you'll hear that in the newbie tag sometimes, I want to be a better public speaker. I want to be a better presenter. I want to be able to, express myself using words and not, full of ums and ahs and all of that, which I'm hugely guilty of. Next is creative outlet or expression. Some people just want to put themselves out there. Some people just are so passionate about creative arts and reading and a book that they fell in love with. This is what fuels them. And I will say this is a part of it for me too. Always having that artist spirit. This is my medium now. When I was drawing, when I was painting, it was great. But this has more, I get more payback from it, if that makes sense. I feel that instead of having, my paintings here in the house, you're all seeing my paintings. Does that make sense? So having a BookTube channel, having a YouTube channel is also creative outlet and expression. And the last reason I think people start channels is for influence and or impact. So to inspire others, if I read something that's outside my genre, maybe somebody will want to try it. If I read a horror book that is very light in horror and maybe palatable to people that usually don't go down that route, and they read it and they come back and they say that they loved it, and they were kind of scared going into it, but now they're not. That's huge. That is huge. So some people will start their channel to have that influence, to have that impact, and to inspire others. And that comes with longevity of your channel too. The more that you put out content, the more that you publish, the more eyes that are going to see your channel, the more comfortable you're going to get with talking to the screen or to your laptop like I'm talking to today. And it really can, it really can make a difference, and it translates over to the other side of the screen. All right, let's catch up with some comments. Oh, let's see. I have my two screens going on here, and I need to get my mouse. There we go. Yes, Jenny, and there's peer pressure. Why do you feel called out? Let me know. All right. Started at point 2, now at point 1. Well, it's fluid. It's fluid. You know, there's no order. I don't have these numbered in order of importance. I started a convo with a guy at a store. He looked at me like I was nuts. Now he comes up to me in chat. Right. You know, because some people may be taken aback because those people that are chatting with you also may not have people in their community to talk books with. So now they do. And now they're going to come up to you and they're going to talk to you and they'll be like, okay, this guy's book friendly. Like I can be friends with him. And I think that's a wonderful byproduct. Yes. Yes. You know, our lives are filled with such artificialness, you know, having that authentic interaction is massive. It's massive. Yep. I totally underestimated how cool it is when someone says they read a book because of you. Yes. Yes. Or I have a new favorite author because of you, or because of you, I started reading horror, or because of you, I started my own channel. That's the amazing stuff. That's the stuff that makes you want to keep going. Yeah, for sure. BookTube broadens horizons, and I hope other horizons will be broadened. Definitely. This is it's transactional in a healthy way. Yeah, I did. I think I'm too used to only teasing from the sidelines that I keep forgetting to catch up with tags. Well, you got to get outside your comfort zone too, you know? 3, 2, and 1 for me, maybe 4, maybe someday if 2 comes through. They will all be in your creator career at some point, every single one of those bullet points. You just have to recognize where they are. Open me up for payback. Jenny, you don't have to, first of all, there's no pressure in doing BookTube. There's no pressure at all. If you don't want to do a tag, don't do a tag. Just do a book review. If you don't want to do a book review, just talk about something else. You know, like it's cool. There's no pressure in BookTube. Who told you that? Yeah, for sure. I haven't done a regular tag in months. And that's just because either I forget there's something else I want to talk about, or I just there's so many. There's so many, but one day I'm going to catch up and start doing a lot of tags. Because you pretty much quoted my BookTube newbie tag. I was just kidding though. I didn't really say anything unique. So I know loneliness isn't just a me thing. No, it's not. That's why I started. I didn't have anybody to talk books with, for sure. All right, so we're all caught up with comments. Cool. Let's get back. All right, so the next is goals. I hate having 2 screens sometimes. I can't get my mouse to where I need it to be. All right, so the first one before I pull it over. The first one is, what are your short-term and long-term goals? Okay. You've already made the commitment to start a channel. What is your first short-term goal? Let me know in the comment section. When you started your channel, for everyone that is a creator, what was your first goal? It varies for everyone. There's no right or wrong answer. There's no bad questions. There's no right or wrong answers here. This is all just our experience coming together. I will tell you, my goal was to create my first video and put it out. That was the biggest thing. It took me 2 weeks, literally, to get the courage to put up the newbie tag. Like, when I tell you I was frozen because you have that narrative going through your head. I'm going to get judged. I'm not going to be worthy. I'm not like the others. They're going to find me a little strange. Maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I should do this. And you have that circular conversation going on. And at some point you just have to say, screw it, publish, let's go. And let's see what happens. There we go. Okay. First goal is 10 videos, the newbie tag. Yeah. First goal was just to try it out for a couple months and see how it went. And here you are. Ooh. Just to start. I couldn't really think past that. That's kind of how I was too. Just to get my voice opinions out there. I was encouraged to do it by a friend after talking about a book, and then I decided to try and use it to boost my confidence. Yeah, for sure. Best psychology I ever learned. People are too obsessed with themselves to worry or judge you. Yeah, definitely. And you have to just keep moving forward. Once you start, don't stop. All right, then okay, so the first. A lot of people have first. Let's get our first video up there. I will tell you, when I got my first subscriber, oops. When I got my first subscriber, I felt this huge amount of responsibility now. I'm like, oh, somebody is anticipating my content now. What am I going to do? What's going to be my next video? Is that person going to watch? I felt a responsibility now. I'm like, okay, I have a subscriber. They're committed to my channel. I got to keep going forward. It could be your first comment, right? When you get your first comment, you're like, ooh, somebody's interacting with me. Ooh, what do I do? What do I do? Well, you respond to them. And if you don't know what to say, you just say thank you, or you leave an emoji or something like that. Also milestones. People will be like, 10 videos or 100 subscribers or, something like that. Some type of milestone is their goal. Short-term goal. Okay. Then a lot of people want to, let's be honest, a lot of people want to start BookTube because they want the 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 hours. Some people will say in their newbie tag, I won't say a lot, but I could probably count on one hand how many people have ever done it. But they'll say, I'm here to get paid. I'm here to talk about books and I want to get paid. I don't know how that worked out for them, but at least they were honest about it. But some people do have the 1,000 subscribers. When I started my channel, for me, it was 500 because 500 gave you your community tab. And that was you had to earn it. You didn't just get it. Now channels that open up, you automatically get your community tab. It wasn't like that. You had to have 500 solid subscribers before that tab opened up. And when you got that tab, you were so freaking proud of yourself, because you earned it. 500 people sitting in a room with you. Think about that, okay? When people talk about subscriber numbers, I don't care if you have 5 subscribers or if you have 125,000 subscribers. Every single person that subscribes to your channel is important. They like your content, okay? You need to engage with them. You need to talk to them. Your videos, when you're speaking through your camera, don't speak to your camera. You want to speak through your camera. Keep your subscribers in mind because they are the ones that keep you going. Viewers will keep the momentum. The subscribers are the ones that hold the backbone of your channel. Does that make sense? Okay. Some people's short-term, long-term goal is to either entertain. Okay. Maybe they would do sprints. Maybe they would do a top 10. Maybe they would, do a review of an e-reading device or something like that. Maybe they'll do a rant video. Maybe they'll do something funny, like book buds. Book buds are fantastic for entertainment. They're perfect for that. Other channels, when you're doing videos, you want to provide value. So if you're talking about an honest book review of a difficult book, you want to try and provide value for the viewer. If you're talking about an e-device, if you're talking about shopping, if you're talking about something like this whole series is meant to provide value to all you guys. So maybe, just maybe one or two of you are going to pick something out, and use it in your BookTube career. And also social aspect for a short-term, long-term goal. We make friends here. We make friends here. If you put yourself out and you engage in the events and you do buddy reads, or maybe you see a video and someone's favorite book is also your favorite book. The universe puts people together in strange ways, and I know who my crew is. I know exactly who my crew is. And a lot of people, this is a social outlet. It is for me. I have one best friend. Everyone else is through this platform. My circle is tight. It's me, my husband, my dog, my best friend in real life. And then, I have Gareth, Ollie, Pat, Greg, all those guys, I consider they're like best friends. So the social aspect feeds a lot of energy for us. And it helps us keep making content. When I'm talking about a Kindle review, or I'm talking about the Kobo, I'm thinking about Ollie and Greg. And I'm like, what would they get? What would they say to this? What would they get out of this? What would they be most interested in this? Because they also create those types of videos, And then I think about my audience. What does my audience want to know? My audience wants to know exactly what I think about these devices. And that's kind of how I go with it. Does that make sense? So know your short-term and long-term goal. What's the carrot that's making you keep move forward? Okay. Let's catch up with some comments. All right. Let's see. I'll go like that. Okay. Got that. Okay. 1 year later, still here. Heck yeah. Long term, get better at editing, and even longer, actually meet a friend in person. Yeah, because that is an awesome feeling. First 10 videos are practice. We're still practicing, man. I'm still practicing. Responsibility and community, for sure. I felt that I was letting everyone down. You, Gareth, Dave, did a lot of hyping me up and convincing me to start, and all I've done is 2 tags and some shorts. We're encouraging, but we're not forcing. Okay? We know you can do it. We believe in you. You have to want that. You can bring a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. So that part's on you. But know that you already have a built-in audience and you already have people cheering for you. So you can never let us down. Yeah, for sure. Flossie, MJ, I loved your channel from day one. All the tea sampling, the drive around, showing off Christmas lights. Fun. You're spunky, interesting, and again, fun. Thank you so much, Floss. Love my subscribers. They are the best. The community has really been the highlight of BookTube for me, for sure. Met some amazing people through it, for sure. Our entire corner of BookTube has been so much fun. It really has. Creators and commenters alike, for sure. MJ, what about what I call the burden of celebrity, where your subscribers are so many, you cannot interact with all of them, even if you wanted to? And here's the thing is that we will get to that, but they don't interact. They don't interact. They subscribe. And that's about it. Okay. We'll get to that. What are your tips for adding value to your channel? Well, it depends on what you want to, what do you want to provide? So if you're looking for, are we talking, if we're talking books, are we talking about having a discussion about the benefits of physical books over ebooks? Okay. There's a lot of things going on with the Kindle community right now. And, do you really own those books? Believe it or not, our viewers don't know everything. And a lot of times doing just a little video on something that you thought may have been covered 20 times, they may not have seen or known. I did that Neil Gaiman video 5 months ago, and people are still watching it. And some people are saying, I had no idea that that happened. So it really depends. Every single video that you're doing, whether it be a tag, if there's some sort of insight that you can put in there. A lot of tags have personal questions, not personal, but personal. If you can give some experience, some insight, if you can illustrate something to someone, if you can encourage someone, that's providing value. So it really depends as to how you want to handle that and what type of content that you make. Even if you're doing sprints, you're providing value because you're engaging with people. People do sprints, number one, for productivity, and number two, for the social aspect. Okay. So yes, you are providing value. You just have to find where you're providing it. Does that make sense? Okay. Coda's sprints are chef's kiss, chef's kiss. Make sure everybody, checks it out. He sprints like wild, and it's wonderful. And Coda, how many subscribers do you have now? Coda just does sprints, really, right? Yeah. I was an hour late for my sprints this morning. Luckily, our friends are patient, loving, and understanding and loyal. Getting coffee number 2 now. God love you. I like what you mentioned last night, the balance between authenticity and audience. The audience can smell a fake personality from a mile away. Sorry, but they can. You want to be you want to be yourself. I don't know how else I can put a nuance on that. A lot of people, here's the thing, is that you all see an out, like this is going to be an hour. So you see an hour of me here, but you don't see me when I first wake up. Maybe on Patreon you do. I did a little vlog for them today. You don't see me at my work day. You don't see me, doing chores around the house. You don't see me working out. Like you see a snapshot. And when I present that snapshot, this is who I am as a person, basically. If I engage with you, if I feel trusting to engage with someone, this is the person that they get, and I think that translates over the screen. If you met me in person, I might be hesitant for a second, but if I know you, like, it's going to be the same thing. Like when I met Gareth and some others over in England, like this is who they got, like Chatty was amazing. And, we hit it off 1, 2, 3, my husband and I took her out to lunch. It was just fantastic. It was fantastic. Hey, Laura, William, Jenny, Christopher, Jed, anyone else here? Yeah. I like that we are all on the same level, whether you have a channel or hang out in sprints. We all have a place here for sure. It doesn't matter. Let's get one thing straight. Okay. It doesn't matter if you have 60,000 subscribers or if you have 25. Your content is just as good. Your content is made with purpose and it's made with love. And sometimes smaller creators put out better content than bigger creators. There, I said it. Everyone that shows up in this space has value. Everyone has a place at the table, especially my table. Everybody checking in. All right. What was it like? What was it like the first time that you ever met another booktuber face to face? Surreal. I'm going to say it was surreal. Well, here's the thing is that Flossie and I, we knew each other. Flossie and I know each other. We go back like 10 years. So technically, she would have been the first booktuber that I ever met. And then I didn't meet anyone until I went over to England last year. And that pretty much was it. And then Greg and Hannah I met this year. And you can tell, number one, people that want to meet up with you, they're the authentic people, right? Greg, just like he is on screen. Hannah, just like she is on screen. Like me, just like, and it was just harmonious. That's the only way that I could say it. The conversations that we had were fantastic. And then, like you thought about it for a second, how everything is kind of surreal. Like we all see each other, on a TV screen and all that. But when you meet each other in person, it's just you're stepping out of the box. That's all. But it was awesome, really awesome. Good example. I was totally ignorant of the gaming thing until your video. It's because we all have preferred sources for information or my favorite people in general. Yeah, I get it. I'm not a newsy person, so I generally get most of my updates from conversations with friends. Totally get it. Totally get it. Brian, you're staying after class. No, I'm kidding. And then you discover that Gareth is a tiny hobbit compared to you. He's not a tiny hobbit. I'm just a large, ginormous person. No, I'm not. I'm not even like Taylor Swift tall. She's like 6 foot. I'm 5'9". I'm taller than the majority of the population, which is a good thing. Really hoping to meet some other booktubers in person next year. Yeah, that'd be cool. It was definitely wonderful to meet you all, for sure. With me, what you see is what you get. I don't know how not to be me. Exactly. Exactly. People will either love you or not, and that's okay. Be authentic is appreciated, though, for sure. I met a whole group of fellow booktubers this past June, Mid-Atlantic Meetup 2024 in Northern Virginia. That's awesome. MJ has good posture. That's my mother. My mother used to get me on my posture all the time when I was a kid, and I catch myself when I'm slumping. Hey, Suey, what's going on? All right, let's continue with our presentation. I made these slides this morning for y'all, just so you know. All right, where are we on next? Channel identity and branding. It's kind of important, right? It's kind of important. You want, in your own little way, to stand apart from the pack. YouTube wants you to stand apart from the pack, okay? So the first thing is the visuals. Well, number one, your channel name. Your channel name is kind of important because that's who you are. That's how you're moving forward in this space. Can you rebrand if you don't like your channel name? Of course you can. I knew before my channel started, I had a whole bunch of different options. I don't remember what any of the first ones were. I'm going to have to see if I have them written down in a notebook. But I knew that reading was a huge part of my life. And I'm going to read throughout my life. So why not call my channel Reading This Life? It kind of flowed off the tongue and it kind of just made sense for me, and then my channel is Reading This Life, but I'm not reading this life. I'm MJ. So I have that great distinction. And the way that I cultivated that is when I would meet new people, I would always put my initials at the end. I would put my name at the end of my comment. And after about 6 months, it caught on. And everybody would say MJ. And they wouldn't call me Reading This Life. Okay. Which is wonderful. All right. So visuals. Your setting. Where are you going to be filming? Are you going to be filming in the same place every single time? I have a couple options. It's usually with natural light coming through. I also have a box light because it's stupid dark. It's dark at stupid o'clock anymore. Ollie has his bookshelves. Greg has his bookshelves. Pat has her section. You always see the lamp in the corner in the picture frame. Where is that familiar place that you are comfortable with filming? Do a test thing and watch it back. It's really important to edit yourself and to make sure that, I know it sucks. I know it's hard, but, watch your videos back after you make them. Is this content that you would enjoy watching? Do you crack yourself up? I crack myself up a lot. All that matters. So your thumbnail. Look to see, there's different trends with thumbnails. You can see, the more popular channels, what they're doing and kind of glean little elements from that. Also, what's your trademark? Pax Panic had that lime green. That lime green was Pax's trademark. You would see that in your feed and you'd be like, Pax put a video up. And it was amazing. Something like that can be your trademark. Okay. Coda has his profile picture when he's doing sprints, and I will always know when Coda's doing sprints. There's just different options to mess around with that. What are you known for? What do you want to be known for? What do you want people to associate with you? When I started, every single thumbnail that I have, you can scroll all the way back, has teal in it. I wanted to be, when people saw a sharp teal image, they'd know that it was MJ. Tone and personality. We kind of covered this already. Be authentic. Be yourself. Be yourself. How you speak to the camera. If you notice, when I do my opening, I'm very newscaster presenter-like because I don't know who is coming in to watch my video. I don't know if it's going to be someone new. I don't know if it's going to be, viewers that are returning, or if it's going to be, someone that's considering subscribing. So when I open my videos, I always do the standard, hello, everyone, this is MJ, and you are at my channel called Reading This Life. It's always the same. It's cookie cutter. I try not to deviate from that because I think in my head, is it going to be somebody new? And is that new person going to want to stick around? Will they subscribe? Will they come back? And I want to make a good first impression on them. Video style. Are you going to do vlogs? Are you going to do, sit down chit chats? Are you going to do, I don't know, a faceless channel? There's so many different options, but what are you comfortable with doing? And what can you replicate? I think that's important. What can you replicate? And also viewer impact. What do I mean by viewer impact? Viewer impact means, what is the takeaway? What is the viewer getting out of watching your video? Are you giving them a little bit of levity? Are you giving them some laughter? Are you giving them some hope? Are you giving them something interesting to think about? Are you giving them new books to check out? Is your excitement translating over onto the other side of the screen and getting someone excited for a book to come out, or, some type of topic or something like that? What is the impact that you are leaving with your viewer? Because you are making an impact. And if you don't think that you are, you need to step back and reassess. Does that make sense? Okay, let's get into some chats. Okay, I think we did that. I have to take a drink. I have water and a protein shaker. Yeah, with Coda, what you see is what you get. I also don't know how not to be me. People either love you or not, and that's okay. Be authentic is appreciated. Yes. Everyone has that authentic side. You just have to bring it to the top, bring it to the surface, I guess. Okay, we did that. MJ has a good, no, we did that. The irony is different friends can be better friends. Yes. Yes. And people, when I first started my channel, I told my husband what I was doing. He was like, okay, like you do you. And then when I kept bringing up people's names, he's like, you have friendships with these people. And I'm like, I do. And they're awesome, and I'll be voxering with Greg or Pat or Gareth or something like that. And my husband's sitting there and he's like, good on you, because his people are, he's a dude. He has a lot of friends. I'm closed off. I'm not like that. I'm the introvert, I'm the quiet one. But when he saw that I had this community experience, he was like, that's pretty awesome. And that's wonderful. So yes, the irony, and it's beautiful irony. I think I'm almost at 450. I haven't posted regular videos since July, but I plan on getting back to it soon. But yes, regular sprinting and extra sprinting this month. Coda, if you make it to 1,000 subscribers just on sprinting, I would be over the moon. I would be over the moon. You need to plug that stuff. Get advertising for your sprints, man. People just get varying levels of my crazy. The more you know me, the more you get. I totally get that. MJ in person is just like her videos. Same, back at you, buddy. Aw, thank you. Should I pick a channel name or leave it as my name? It's not what we think. It's what you think. What do you feel comfortable with? You're not stuck with anything here at all. You can rebrand. There was a girl that started, I can't think of what her original channel name was. Allie? Do we know Allie? Allie, I think she went by her name, and then she rebranded to Ally Rita's Books, but it's ALI. She's got like, I don't know, 5,000 subscribers now. Like, she's doing really, really well. The algorithm picked up on her. People picked up on her. They picked up on her energy. She's doing fantastic. I think she's taking a break now. But, you know, that happened after she rebranded. It really is just up to you, you know, sit with it for a while. Do a pros and cons list. That's the best advice I can give someone. Hello, Bookish Travels. Most welcome. Thanks so much for being here. It's the least I can do. It took me a minute to admit to myself that I quite like watching my videos, but hey, I have to watch myself a lot with editing, so I guess that's a good thing. It's a totally good thing. I watch my videos at least twice. At least twice. And sometimes I'll go back in time just to see, click on an old video and see what the heck I talked about. And I'm like, oh God, I had music in there. Like, I put music in the background and the fade outs and fade ins that I did. Like, you adjust your channel as you go, you know, as you move forward. And it's funny to see like where you started and where you are now. But yeah, you got to like your own content. If you don't like your own content, don't do it. My identity is growing over time. Even though I will always be minimalistic, my idiosyncrasies are more obvious over time. Yeah. Just let my audience know about this. Just let my audience know about this live. MJ, you're such a vital source for booktubers. Thanks for all the work you do for us. Well, thank you. This is subscriber only live stream, but then it's going to be open to the public. Sam Reeves, I read a lot of older books. Yeah. Use that. Use that. That is massive for, I'm going to say, if you read differently, if you read non-traditionally, meaning not the hottest thing that's on the top 10, not the things that are on the Booker list, if you're reading vintage paperbacks from hell, anything like that, whether it's on here or over on the BookTop, the TikTok BookTop app, you will grow. You will grow because there are people that are searching that content. There are people that read just like you that haven't found you yet. So I think that's awesome. Coffee number 2. Yes, you. Get to 1,000. Coda, you must just need coffee. Yes. Yes. I need like a patch. I need a caffeine patch. All my friends are BookTube friends. There, I said it. Oh, I love it. Yay, Brian. You have an excellent name, Jenny. I vote leave it. Yeah. You do you. How had you? I'm just like Brian. My real friendships are really just acquaintances. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I like to get weird with my BookTube friends. We can be ourselves. Well, thank you. I kind of just threw this all together. I think it's just how the lighting is in the morning, but thank you so much. Korean skincare, all about it. Sometimes I feel really chuffed to bits about, I think I should talk in a British accent. Should I talk in a British accent? Sometimes I feel really chuffed to bits about my content. But then it's soul destroying when you put your blood, sweat, and tears for little. Okay, here's the thing. You need to keep that momentum. Okay. If you feel super excited about a video, you hold on to that and you watch. And that's when you have to dive into your analytics and say, what can I tweak to make it better? What can I tweak to get more eyes on my content? Whether it be putting a tag in, taking a tag out, changing the title, changing the thumbnail, something. Your content is amazing. It's just, there's something the algorithm isn't picking up on. Okay. Never doubt your amazing content. Never doubt that. But there's things that can be tweaked to make it fit better in the algorithm. Does that make sense? Don't ever diss yourself. Ever. Oh, I told everyone to stop. Okay. I think they have to be subscribed for 2 days to come into it because I want to make it fair to everybody. But they can come on Monday. You didn't have to do that. What the heck? Oh, I told everyone to stop. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's cool. You didn't have to super chat like that, but thank you. All right. Same. I don't have any in-person friends. Maybe I'll try making in-person friends next year. Yeah, that's all. Speaking of branding and names, you can totally be your brand. My name has been my personal brand since way before BookTube, and it's perfect. It rolls off the tongue. Yay. How about in-person BookTube friends, Hermit? You're welcome. I have a few really close friends who get me. The rest are all on these streams. Yeah, for sure. Forgot to add my question. Do you write a script or an outline or organize your content? No. And you can see it. You can see it in my eyes. Because when I'm deep in thought and I'm looking I'm looking for that word, I'll look off. I'll look off from the camera and then I'll come back. Because my mind is taking me in places. When I'm filming, I have an idea of the things that I want to talk about, but then more things will pop in, or I'll have that pause and it's just me getting my thoughts together. Especially, oh Jesus, when I was sick, that was horrible. Because it was awful. I was trying too hard, and my brain wasn't catching up with my thought pattern. But no, I don't script. I don't have the teleprompter thing. It's just me talking, and I think everybody has different styles. I'm not saying there's no shame. If you can only do content by scripting and reading it, you do you. That's all. But I personally can't. I just can't. I think I wouldn't shine. You would just see, serious MJ, and I wouldn't have that piece of authenticity would not be there. And that's just me. Yeah, for sure. Best community ever. BookTube in-person friends would be my favorite friends. Just saying, yeah, we're good people. We like to go book shopping. I just noticed I got two. There you go. We should try to plan a massive get-together, but we're mostly introverts that would probably hide. I'm coming to Scotland at some point. I'm coming to Scotland. I'm hunting you down, Jenny Parks. I don't know how I commented the A. That's okay. You're welcome. All right. So we covered all this. Okay, we still have more slides, guys. Okay. True facts. True facts. Your subscribers do not watch your content. They do not watch your content. Your subscribers. Okay, we're back. I hit a button. Your subscribers will not watch your content. Bottom line. The reason how you can check this, you can check every single bigger creator, and watch their views. Okay. If you're a booktuber that has 150,000 subscribers, you're not getting 150,000 views. You're maybe getting 2.5. Okay. For me, if I get 300 views on a video, that's massive. That's massive. But I have 4,000 subscribers. They don't watch, and that's okay. So that's a true reality. Don't get mad at them. They subscribe. Being subscribed means something. They're showing support, especially for channels that have to get to that 1,000 to get to that monetization moment. You have to subscribe to your friends. You want to show support. That's how you show support. Can I watch every single video of everyone that I subscribe to? No, I can't, because there's not enough freaking time in the day. But I have the ones that I will watch, or I'll go back to watch, and I'll save for later, or I'll leave a comment and say, I'm going to watch this with my coffee in the morning, and that's just how it is. So now we're going to get dirty. Do you want to get dirty? Let's get dirty. Okay. No, it's me. I would panic, I think, if I had not thought out the big ideas I wanted to talk about in advance. I'm so envious of people who could totally swing it. I mean, I have an idea as to what I'm talking about, but I kind of just move forward with it. I know. Thank you. Well, if you freeze panic, you're not live. You go back and you edit it out. That's all. It's all in the editing. It's all in the editing. Subscribing means watching at least some of your videos. Yeah, but you can't watch all of them. There's no way. I probably subscribe to 2,000 creators. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. And half of those 2,000 aren't even around anymore. Subscribers support you, but they can't watch every video. Facts. You always just turn on the camera and talk, then edit it back to the best parts. Kind of like Michelangelo theory of sculpting. Yeah, for sure. All right. I wish I had an easier way of doing this, but I don't. Okay. Here we go. We're getting dirty. So this is me. This is my channel. In the last 28 days, I've had 27,300 views on my videos. My shorts have had 13,000 views. My live streams have had 232. I put out 20 videos and 18 shorts. I have 4,000 subscribers, but 27,000 people watched my content. Okay. Your subscribers are not going to watch your content. And this is the truth of the matter. You need to get down and dirty with your analytics. 78% of people that watched my content, so 78% of that 27,000 were not subscribed to my channel. 22% of subscribers watched. Okay. And that's always, you need to always keep that in the back of your head. And you always need to check that, you know, when you do a call to action. What's a call to action? A call to action is, you know, hey, if you can, you know, ring the bell, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes I'll do it in the beginning. Sometimes I'll do it at the end, or sometimes I'll tell them like, hey, if you keep coming back and you like my content, consider subscribing. Call to actions work as long as you're not hitting them over the head with a hammer about it. Does that make sense? You can have like the little graphic that pops up on the bottom. If I remember to put that in my videos, I'll do that. Sometimes I don't remember. All right. Questions on that? Yeah. You have to have that 1,000 for sure. Okay. So where do we end up? Okay. I did that. Yeah, thank you so much. Still trying to figure out scripting. Seems like I need at least an outline for longer videos. You can do that. Maybe it's good that I don't have a lot of videos. I didn't know that about subscribers not watching your content. Now, wow, I never thought of it. Yeah, no. That's basically just how it is. Since they don't watch, it's weird that YouTube sets subscriber number as a metric for monetization. Yes, because they want you to have that threshold. They want to know that people are invested in your content. So that deems you worthy, which is dumb, but whatever. When in the videos are best to do call to actions? If you're just going to do a graphic, I would do it at the beginning. You know, hello everyone, this is MJ. You are at my channel called Reading This Life, and I'll put the little graphic right there. And it'll say subscribe, ring the bell. I don't have to say anything. The graphic says it all for me. Or maybe I'll do it at the end. And another good thing to do at the end is do the emoji thing. If you made it this far in my video, let me know in the comment section down below by putting a little pumpkin there. And you'd be surprised. And it's actually, when you guys do that, it feels so good because I know that you're watching to the end. It's kind of cool. And then you know who's not watching to the end, which I love too. It's a little tricksy, but I like it. As a viewer, I have a rule to do whatever the YouTuber says to do. If I'm not washing dishes or something, I'm not sure how I feel about this rule, but it keeps me engaged, I guess. Yeah, for sure. It's interesting to me. Watch time on mine is more subscriber focused, but views is more varied. It's interesting to dig in. It really is. So if MJ tell you tell you of star jumps, you'll do them. Star jumps? What jump? Is that jumping jack? Yeah. Drop and give me 5, Jenny. Call to action at the end may trigger some viewers to click away, thinking the video is over. I'm trying in the middle. Yeah, you can, but you also you don't have to put any breath behind it either. You could just put a little graphic there. I already want to do star jump. Is that a jumping jack? What's a star jump? Do I not know that? I don't get that. How important is it to add a CTA in your video descriptions and or maybe as a pinned comment? What's a CTA? Oh, call to action? It's not important at all because a lot of people don't really check your descriptions. Some do, some don't. I think it's best if you have it on the screen. That's just me. Okay. All right. So when you're in this stage and you're thinking about your channel, brainstorm with a pen and paper, design what you want your channel to look like. Okay. In your head. There's so many different things that you can do. What do you want your channel to focus on? Do you want to do tags? Do you want to do hauls? Do you want to do book reviews? Do you want to do, eclectic book reviews? Do you want to do book reviews that are left of the dial, vintage books, old books, books that people aren't talking about? Or do you want to do the latest, greatest, hottest thing? What is your vision? Go through that again. What content do you want to create? Do you want to do streams? Do you want to do lives? Do you want to do sprints? Do you want to do, supporting others, whatever? And what creators do you want to emulate? What creators do you like that you're like, I want to try that in my next video? Could it be how you present yourself? Could it be how you're doing your introduction when people, first, click in? Do you want to add, the bumper in the beginning and the bumper at the end? Do you want to change that? There's so many different things, but putting your ideas on paper is massive. And hold on to that paper because maybe down the road, you're going to want to tweak something and you can go back and see what your thinking was way back when. And then, thinking about what changes you want to make now. All those decisions are on pen and paper are fantastic. And I love pen and paper. Okay. Pretty sure they're the same, MJ. Keep forgetting UK and US have different names for things. Yes, we do have different names, which is crazy. Jumping jack. Okay. I check all my subs multiple times a day. Yeah. Why do people pin comments under videos? I will pin comments because I really enjoy the comment. I will also pin comments if I want people to hang out to dry. So one person left me a comment. I think it was a tech video. It was for one of the devices. And they said, this girl tells it like it is or something like that. And I liked it. So I pinned it. And then another one said, I think it was in my crash video, maybe. This creator not only has great hair, but she has a great opinion on this book. And I was like, that's a great comment. Pin it. But then I'll have ones that are like, not degrading, but insulting. And I probably would reply saying like my master's degree thanks you for that, something like that, and just giving it to them and pinning it up. Sometimes if there's a mistake in the video. So if I'm having technical issues for some reason, I think it's my phone, but lately in some videos, I'll have it slows down and then the audio is still there, but the video, there's a gap. I have no idea what creates it. I think it's just too much happening on my phone. And I'll pin a comment saying, hey, had tech issues around the 5-minute mark, you know, it's not the whole video, whatever. Or if I get something wrong in a video, if I say the wrong name for an author, which I'm notorious for doing, I'll put it in there like, yes, I know it's this person and not that person, but stuff like that. Yes. That's the short answer. Yes. And the hashtags, you want to, the best thing for channel growth, and we're going to get into this, you know, as the weekend goes on, but if you're putting out a video on a certain topic or a certain book or something, you want to see what other videos are out there, and you want to see what those other creators, what the views are like, okay, how many subscribers they have, and visually you can see in their description box and in their title bar if they have hashtags. And it's okay to use those hashtags. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel here on BookTube. We want to replicate, but also making it your own. So, you know, I'll have the same hashtags. And what I'll do is I'll do hashtags on like a notes app. And I'll say, these are my hashtags for Read What You Own Challenge. These are my hashtags for Kindle versus Kobo. These are my hashtags for a book haul. These are my hashtags for a weekly wrap up. These are my hashtags for a monthly wrap up. And then I can just copy and paste and not reinvent the wheel and just, you know, make it nice. Make it nice. Yeah, for sure. Like I have this that I actually, this is like one of my little note things. And it tells me what videos I have to make. Name and shame so we can defend you, MJ. Just go into my comment history. You can see. I normally do a monthly loose video plan in TBR, which I normally ignore, but it's there. Yeah, you know, it's channel growth. If you want to grow your channel, you have to make the content. You have to put the content out. Bottom line. Bottom line. You have to do more than one video a week. That's pretty much it. If you're going to do a tech video, you got to make sure that your hashtags are right. If you're going to do a book review, make it stand out. I still get reviews. I still get views on Crash by J.G. Ballard. I still get views on The Shards. I still get views on the heaviest book I've ever read, which was, I can't think of the name. Gosh, but it's about suicide. I still get views on, there's another one, American Psycho, I think. But because with those videos, especially Crash, I took my time with that. I took my time making the thumbnail. I took my time doing the intro. I took my time making sure that it was not only catching to the eye, but the content was there too to back it up. So I think that's one of my favorite videos that I've ever done is Crash, the Crash review. And I still get a lot of views on that every single week. The psychologically, physically writing with pen and paper are using more of our brain than with typing. Random fun fact. Yeah. And I have enough pens and paper to support that. Is it good to research other video performances while brainstorming ideas for content to gauge how yours will do? You mean your own? Is it good to research other video performances of your own or from the community while brainstorming ideas for content to gauge how yours will do? Yeah. But don't put all of your eggs in one basket. Don't think that that's going to be how your video is going to be perceived. Okay. You can get an idea. You can use that as a template, if that makes sense. I do 15 videos weekly. That's a lot. That's a lot. And you should, if you're doing 15 videos weekly and you're not growing, there's something not right. So you want to deep dive and take a look into your analytics and take a look to see who's coming back to watch your content. You know, are your hashtags on point? Is your description box on point? do all that. 15 videos is overkill. That's a lot. That's a lot. You do you, but that's a lot of content for a subscriber to keep up with, especially when they have other people. So maybe my advice would be try something different and maybe do 7 and see what happens. But if you're doing 15 videos a week, you should have huge growth. I can barely manage 1 video a month at this point. You know, it is what it is. This is a passion project for me. So I love creating videos. I love creating videos and putting them out for people to enjoy. So if I do 3 to 4 videos a week, that's awesome. And I film, batch filming is where it's at. If you have to come in, 4 days a week to film, that's a lot. That's a lot. But if you take one Saturday morning or Sunday morning and you crank out 4 videos all at once, it's not that bad. And then you edit during the week as you go, and then you upload. Like, when I tell you Gareth has videos put in until the end of 2025, like, that's no joke. He has videos lined up until then. Like, he's good. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. The community. Yeah, no, you can see how it's doing. I do it. I go in to see what when Kobo came out with the color soft, or with the color Kindle, with the color Kobo, I wanted to see what were people talking about, what were their videos about. And the one thing is that a lot of the videos that were coming out were from people that were techie. I'm a reader. And I'm going to say, I'm a reader and I use these devices. And this is the opinions of a reader, not somebody that reviews tech all the time. And that's kind of my foothold that I have on that. Are people who watch with ad blockers a concern? Ad blockers? I don't care. Doesn't bother me anything. YouTube sometimes penalize channels if they release too many videos a week. Same thing with shorts. If you're going to do shorts, I don't recommend doing any more than 3 a day. Because there's a thing called shadow banning. It happens over here. It happens over at TikTok. They'll say, pump the brakes a little bit, slow down. You're putting too much out there, and your people can't get a hold. They can't get, they're not coming back to watch your content, if that makes sense. So they say no more than 3 shorts a day. And technically, I would do no more than 3 long form videos a day. That's a lot. And I know people do it. Steve Donahue does it. He puts, sometimes 2 or 3 a day, but that's Steve. There are videos I wish I got more regular views because I feel the subject ought to get more attention. If you have those videos, go back and tweak them. Not the content. Tweak the thumbnail, tweak your title, and tweak your hashtags. Believe it or not, it works. Any tips on how to choose language? I'm Danish, and I don't think there's an audience for it here. But since my spoken English is rusty, I do have an accent. I go back and forth on which to do. I would say go to where your people are. Go into your analytics and see where your viewers are from. If the majority of your viewers are from the United States, stick to English. If the majority of your viewers are from, wherever Danish is spoken, stick to that, stick to Danish. But go to follow the analytics. The analytics are there for a reason, and they're going to provide a trail for you to follow, if that makes sense. So the majority of my people are, I don't think I have it. I had it, but I think it was in one of those slides. I think I have 79% of everyone in the United States. Then I have about 10% in the UK. And then I have, 5 or 10% from Canada. Those are my people. Those are my viewers. And I know that's where they're from. So I would go with that. If you want to break out, check to see, are there booktubers, speaking Danish? Do you do subtitles? Subtitles are huge too. you can do those on your videos. Make sure that you take advantage of that. Some people will do subtitles with me because hearing impaired, or maybe they're, in another language and they don't understand English, but they still like my content. So do a deep dive into your analytics for that type of information. I think that could be hugely beneficial to you. Okay. All right. We're winding down. Turn your dreams and ideas into reality, pretty much. Okay. So everything that we talked about is not going to hurt you. It's going to help you. And just put the time in. Put the time in for, creating what you want to create. My channel is a representation of me. And it really is a passion project. And when I tell you, when I put out my first video, I did not know that I would have 4,000 subscribers, 3 years later. No idea. That's not a massive number to a lot of people, but to me, it's huge. It's huge. And, I think that the work that you put in to your product, which is your channel, really does show. And it represents, who you are as a person in the long run. So, let's see. And then questions. We'll finish up with questions. And hello, 32 people in the chat. My gosh, it's so awesome to have you guys here. So you can ask questions about this topic, which is what is your why? Or if there's any other questions that I can get to. One person left a comment last night or this morning, and they wanted to know how to shorten links in your description box. So there is a website that we all, the geeks in the house, we all used to use, and thank you, that we all used to use, called tinyurl, www.tinyurl. You take your long link, you put it in tinyurl, and it will give you a short tinyurl link for free. You copy that and you paste it into your description box. That's the best thing that I can say to do. All right. Let's see where we're at. Oh, man. I got to catch up. Okay. I've had to drop down to one video a week because I'm starting to learn to edit my own videos. My hubs was doing them, but while I'm learning, I would rather have one solid video a week than random upload. You do you. None of my videos are random uploads. They're all done with intention. And I try to do them all with the same level of professionalism and energy that I do with, everything. So, you do you. I'm subbed to do many friends that I can't even keep up with that post once a week. My watch later is out of control. Yeah, it's for real. It's for sure. Yeah. I open all the videos I want to watch for the day all at once. What? My friends are like, why do you have 57 tabs open? I love that. I see it as a concern since ads are beneficial on certain levels. I encourage your viewers to watch the ads and talk about the importance to your channel. I watch ads as long as them. Yeah, I mean, ads are a part of it. I don't remember if I did ads with this live stream or not, but it's a part of my BookTube, so I kind of have to roll with it. MG, I can't attend live on Saturday and Sunday, but I'll be back on Monday. This is excellent content. Thanks so much. Sure. Make sure you watch the replay. And if you have questions, leave them in the comments and I'll be sure to answer them. My watch list later is why I don't watch TV much, because I'm YouTube instead, for sure. Also, I think paying attention to when you post your videos matters. I have a not small number of UK viewers, so I post all my videos at midnight. That way they are up in the morning in the UK. Yeah, there's all different times. You have East Coast, West Coast, people like Cliff that are in South Africa, people that are William that are in Indonesia. Like there's, and your analytics will tell you what the best time is to post, whether you want to or not. They will tell you. Yeah. Rashid, I'm late. I gotta check the replay for sure. By random, I just went random monthly. Oh, yeah. Well, once you hit a certain level, sometimes having a day that you're supposed to upload can be pressure in and of itself. So when I started my writing journey, I went away with that because I was uploading Sunday, Tuesday, Thursdays. Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday was my day. And then once in a while I would do a live on Saturdays. And I couldn't commit to it. I couldn't commit to it anymore. And I just took that down from my channel. And I'm like, I'm going to upload when I want to upload, what I want to upload, when I want to do it. So thanks, Hannah. Appreciate it. Yeah, for sure. So I hope this was beneficial to you guys. I hope everyone enjoyed it. It was a heck of a lot of fun to get here. And I still can't believe 31 people are still hanging out. That's awesome. So I'll take like one more minute if you have any more questions, and then I'm going to sign off and enjoy the rest of my day, finishing a book, doing some light chores around the house, hanging out with my dog. I think it's a little bit warmer out today still. And let's see. Let's see. I ran out of the room at the end of my comment, but I was saying I'll watch ads as long. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. You could, people can skip. I don't care. Doesn't bother me any. And we're going to get down with that. You want all talk about monetization? That's happening on Monday, and I'm putting it all out there. I don't care. It is what it is. Thank you. Have a great day too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for everyone that showed up. I appreciate it. I hope this is helpful and beneficial to people. That's the important thing. It's almost 60 out there, so it's a nice November day. All right, I'm going to sign off. I'm parched from doing all the talking. We will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's episode is going to be lights, camera, action. Let's talk about what your video is going to look like, what it's going to sound like. We're going to talk about lighting, tech, you know, maybe dig into some editing, talk about bumpers, talk about graphics. How do we do what we do? So it's going to get a little technical, but not a lot. But if you have questions about all of that, you know, bring them to the table. All right, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself so you can take care of others. And I will see you tomorrow for episode 2 of BookTube BootCamp. Have a great day.